Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Tech Talks. I'm Martin Fullard and today I'm joined by Tom Bristow, the MD of the Plus Group, creators of Plus Virtual. How are you, Tom?
Yeah, good, thanks, Martin. How are you?
Very well indeed. Looking forward to getting back into the live event space anytime soon. Tom, before we kind of talk about Plus Virtual, the product we really want to, get stuck into today, I was hoping maybe you could tell us a little bit more about yourself personally and, what's your experience in the world of events?
Yeah, so I'm the managing director of the Plus Group, and the Plus Group is made up of, we've got Plus Display, which services, banner stand, pop-up stands, your smaller modular sort of stuff. Plus Exhibition, which is a full exhibition stand design and build. We've got Plus AV, which does audio visual and all sorts of bits and pieces. We've got Plus Web Design, and then now we've launched in the last 12 months or so Plus Virtual, Plus Meetings, and Plus Webinars. So lots of little subsidiaries that have come off the Plus Group. So basically we try and cater for everything events-wise that we possibly can do.
Oh, we like that. Everything events-wise.
Yeah, everything.
Good alliteration in there as well.
All the stress.
All the stress. I mean, that goes without saying. That's what it's all about. So tell us then about Plus Virtual. I mean, I'm a complete, potato with this sort of stuff. I don't know much about you. I'm keen to learn. What are its key features? Tell me.
Yeah, sure. So basically, Plus Virtual is our virtual events platform, okay? And it's very different to anything else that's on the market. What makes it different is basically our approach. So I'll explain how we basically got to launching Plus Virtual. So basically, Plus Virtual's sister company within the group is Plus Exhibition, which was, and will be hopefully again, a really successful exhibition stand design and build company. So it was operating in the UK, Europe, and throughout the world. And we were basically looking to get into the virtual event market back in sort of October 2019. We saw the huge potential that they had, and we've been proven right, since the pandemic. So we were in talks with the big boys that are in the market. So you've obviously got people like, your C events, Hubbelos, V-Fairs, and things like that. But basically, we were going to use their platform. But what we didn't like was the fact that we were basically bound by, the cans, the can't do's of their platforms. And also, there was no way of sort of customizing it or adding new features ourselves. So basically, we went off and decided to create our own. That's Plus Virtual. So the thing, we have always done as a company, and that our platform now does is allow people to be creative and customize their platform. The events industry is, and it always has been, a really, creative industry. But all the platforms on the market, they don't allow for this creativity. They stifle it. You've got to be bound by their features. So what we're trying to do basically is bring that creative element into the virtual world, and allowing people to basically utilize our team of developers, 3D animators, environment builders, and basically create their own unique platforms. We've got a standard platform that we have, which is, it's got some of the most extensive range of exhibition features on the market. It's got things like in-platform webinars through a system. We're not bolting on things like Zoom and bits and pieces. It's our own system. There's matchmaking, gamification, networking, and all sorts of features. There's far too many to go into now. But what we say is the only limit basically to our platform is your imagination. You can add, take away, adapt, build new features, and basically change it to whatever you like in the future. So it's totally future-proof, and it for all your sort of virtual and hybrid needs.
Absolutely. It sounds quite, pretty much on brand with, where we are generally as an industry. We sort of entered this almost, I hate this word, we call it Netflixication. It's like everything's on demand now. It has to be at the user's, discretion about what they do and when they do it. And you've got to have all these options out there. So who is it sort of for then? Who buys this and really who uses it?
Yeah, sure. So a standard platform, it's perfect for anyone who organizes conferences, exhibitions, and trade shows. That's our, bread and butter, as they say. And it's what we basically built it for originally. We wanted to create, as we were exhibition stand designers and things like that, we wanted to create an exhibition in a virtual world. So the big thing that we focused on was interaction between attendees and exhibitors, and making it feel like, you're actually at the event, not just a web page. So, we've been using our platform for all sorts of things, large meetings, webinars that needed just a bit more than what Zoom can offer. Then another big side to the business is that we've got lots of customers using it for their own exhibitions, so sort of 365 day a year, 24/7 platforms that they use as lead generation. They've got 360 walkthroughs, 360 environments that you can go through and things like that, sort of 360 product demos. There's all sorts of possibilities that we can do with it, as because obviously the full customization that we can offer. So we just want to get people creating again.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a big market for that. But, we talk about the market, the event tech scene, especially in the last year, has just become so hyper competitive. I mean, you look at the big beasts like Hopping. I remember when I was first starting to get press releases about those guys, and it was like £2 billion now. They're just ridiculous. I mean, that's the sort of the scene now. And, it's great to see guys like you joining that and coming before the community, the events industry at large, with, these options to personalize and to make it about their individual, to make it about their brand. So I guess really that's your cue to sort of elaborate on what stands you apart from the competition in what is this really hyper competitive marketplace.
So the big things that separate us is like I keep saying, it's our flexibility and our creativity. Like I said before, all the other platforms out there offer what they offer, and you've got to go try and figure out the things you can live without, the things that are nice to have, the non-essentials. But there's some great platforms out there, don't get me wrong, but what we can do is build whatever you need to build. You're not confined to the cans and the can't do's. We're creatives by trade, and we're putting that creativity that's found in the live events industry into the virtual world.
Absolutely. So I'm sure you're going to tell us in a moment how people can get in touch with you and learn a little bit more and dig deeper into pricing and cost, because at the end of the day, bottom line matters to a lot of people. But can you give us a bit of a top line overview on how the pricing structure works broadly?
So I mean, our prices can range from anywhere from small little tiny events and little platforms that we've built for 2,500, 3,000, and we built stuff for hundreds of thousands. There's lots of different options. So if you want to go with a standard package, which we've got made up, ready to go, add a bit of simple branding and color changes. These can include everything that's basically there to create a really successful exhibition. So you've got 50, 100, 200 stands, conference and webinar theaters, registration, agendas, networking, on demand, project management, tech support, and things like that. So there's those standard things ready to go. Or what we do offer is what's our big selling point at the minute is going completely custom. So we'll offer a free consultation where we can sit down and spec out your whole platform and design it exactly to your exacting specification, then obviously provide you a completely free no obligation quote and build everything for you. And also we do after as well a white label service. So for those people that want to get into this, but they haven't got the tech, they haven't got the things, but they want a sort of low cost entry into it, we'll do a whole lot like white label service. So if you want to rebrand a platform and sell it onto your customers, more than welcome to do that. Again, prices vary on that depending on your spec. But everything's going to be fully project managed. Everything's got full tech support and things like that. So we may try and make it as easy and as stress-free for people as we possibly can.
Oh, easy and stress-free. I think that's music to
the ears. It doesn't quite, we try and make it as much as we possibly can do.
That's absolutely.
Big disclaimer.
It's your job to absorb all the stress, isn't it? Exactly. Tom, tell us then, how can people get in touch with you and learn more?
So look, if you need any, we've also offered a free advice sort of system as well. So, if you just need some advice on your virtual event, just email us at events@theplusgroup.co.uk. You can call us on 01782 264 110 or visit www.plus-virtual.com.
Great stuff. Tom, thank you so much. And everyone else, we'll put the link to the website in the comments section of this video. Tom, thank you so much for stopping by and talking.
Cheers, Martin. Thanks.